Hello and welcome to another episode of the Antisocial Gaming Club. Today, I have no guests. Wouldn't it be rad to have the all of the people in Fortnite, the skins? This is kind of weird already now. Wouldn't it be cool to have all the skins as guests? In this video, I wanted to talk about editing your Fortnite footage in a very different way. I know that PlayStation and Xbox and PC can screen capture and you can record your gameplay as if somebody's watching you physically play the game, but this is a very different way of capturing your footage, and it's actually part of the Fortnite application. So I think regardless of your platform, you'll have these features. It's a feature that I only found quite recently during season 4 of Fortnite. You'll see what you do is you start by logging in. Mine takes forever to log in, and then what you'll do is you'll actually navigate from the lobby over to career and from there over to replays. Now, in your replays menu, what you're going to see is that I think there's four replays that are on rotation. Those get written over with every game you play. So your latest game overwrites the oldest game. I saved one of my replays, but saving them doesn't prevent them from corrupting, which you can see does happen. And when you load one of these, it actually loads like you're loading into a game, like a normal game. So you'll click it, and then it'll ask you if you want to play that replay. Then you say yes. And when the replay loads, you'll see that like I said, it loads like a normal game, but it has a bunch of controls at the bottom. These buttons at the bottom, the very left-hand side is, for me, it's the left analog stick. And what it does is it hides all of the user interface, or it puts parts of the user interface back so that you have these controls and so that you can see them or hide them if you're going to screen capture from the replay. Then next, there's a player list. There's a little camera icon here, which also just gives you some controls. So you can do a whole bunch of shit with your camera here, change a lot of stuff, auto follow, high quality. Then there's a clock icon, which lets you move the slider across in the replay. And then these are regular sort of play buttons that you would find on like a regular ass DVD player, if that's what you wanted to do. With this specific function, you can skip forward in the replay. I think it skips 10 or 15 seconds at a time. And you have control to move that camera around your character, around any character actually. Move it away, move it under them, move it forward. You can really manipulate the angles of your character to your liking for whatever purpose you want to. Yeah, you can even speed up the replays, which is what I will do. Usually I'll scrub it at 4 times so that it plays at its fastest, just so that I can get to where it is in the replay that I want to actually record. You can also slow it down hectically, which I guess would help if you were trying to make like a wakeboarding video or if you were Chris Rogers, but I'm not sure that he's even in Fortnite. So yeah, this part of the video clip is where I got my kill. And what I wanted to show you here was the right analog stick. It says third person right now, but you can manipulate that perspective to drone or free, which is also drone, just so that you can get the perspective that you want. When I record, I'll record a scene maybe 6 times just to get a bunch of different clips so that I can cut it up quite nicely and then make like an interesting scene out of that, so that it's not just my gameplay straightforward with all of the icons and stuff on it. As you can see now, what I've done is I've moved the drone out and I've gone to the camera so that I can put damage effects on, high quality effects just to soften it a bit, change the aperture, the focal length as well. I usually go for about 14 if I want a really wide shot, if there's quite a bit of a setup, but then I'll bring the camera in quite close, especially for this shot, because this guy built so high above me that it just made sense to have a wider lens in order to capture all of the fun. What you'll also see is that you can move, the camera doesn't have to be perpendicular or horizontal to your character. You can literally move it around the scene as much as you like. In the video that I made, which is this particular kill, I used about 4 clips, 4 or 5 in total at the end of it to get the scene that I wanted out of it, and like make it. But you can see now. So now I'm replaying the scene. I've taken out all of the user interface stuff. And this is how I would screen record. So I'd let this play. And then when I pause, now as I kill him, I'll pause. And then put on, now I'll do the screen capture. Which obviously you can't see because it's a PlayStation menu. But once I've done it, I'll then go back, change the angle, put the UI back, and then play it again so that I can record it again from a different angle. And I know that this is quite a laborious way of doing it, but I feel like it gives you more control over what you're producing at the end of the day. So yeah, this is just my way to get the clips. As far as editing them goes, you could use Final Cut, Premiere Pro, Share Factory, whatever you're comfortable with. But yeah, if you like this, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know. Thanks.